Welcome to the Pearled in Texas podcast, episode 12. Today is Saturday, March 27th, and we're in San Antonio at Carrie's house.
Yeah, my house.
It's been about a month, I think, since we podcast. Melissa had some travel, and we had a lot of stuff going on. So anyway, it's good to be back, and we hope you're all doing well. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. If you're new, thanks for giving us a shot.
Yeah.
If you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up and let your friends know. Yeah, we appreciate it. So it's mostly a knitting podcast. We do talk about some quilting and crocheting and a
couple of other
things, spinning, so fiber related. But I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Carrie.
I'm Melissa. Thanks for watching.
So what are we wearing?
Well, it's getting warm out, so I didn't wear a sweater today, and but I have on my Birds of a Feather from Andrew Mowry, and it's in
beautiful
chain fiber.
I love the mohair fingering change.
It was kind of like cool this morning, but it's going to be 84, so I was like, I'll just throw a little thing on.
Yeah.
So this was a
very
good lightweight shawl to wear. So that's what I have on.
I'm wearing my May, which is what I've been knitting. It's also a finished object. It's also by Andrea Mowry, and it's Knitpicks tweed yarn, and I do love it. I do love it.
Yeah, I like the shape of it.
I'm happy to have finished it.
How about you, Melissa?
This is called Star Shower by Hillary Smith Collis. I don't know if I pronounced that right. This was a fun project. Very fast. I made this out
it's all connected. How cute.
a skein of hand spun.
Oh, I love it.
So I spun the fiber on a drop spindle, and then I Navajo plied it. So all the colors stayed the same. And I think I added an extra repeat just to use up more of the yarn. But like they said, it's getting kind of warm out there, so.
It is. We are in Texas.
So. A little humid.
Yeah, the humidity's high today.
It's frustrating this time of year for me personally because I feel like it's super cold in the morning. And I mean, I'm a big baby when it comes to cold, but I feel like it's super cold in the morning and then it's like super hot in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I tease with a friend of mine in Canada. I'm like, you know you live in Texas when you have to have your heater and your air conditioner on the same day.
Another thing that happened in the weather was actually in Canyon Lake, they had a tornado.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
A couple of the ladies.
I knew it hit up in Liberty Hill area in Bertram. I didn't know Canyon Lake got it.
Yep, a couple of ladies from my gym said it hit on their street. So it was like 100-mile-an-hour winds. And
oh my goodness.
So, yeah, they said there was like an actual roof lodged into the tree at one of the boat docks.
Wow.
So, yeah, they're like, I don't know how that's gonna.
But nobody was hurt or anything?
No, nobody was hurt.
That's good.
I know the tornado in Alabama that like wiped out two blocks of houses, and there was quite a few deaths and stuff. That was horrible.
That's terrible. I didn't.
Hospitalizations and deaths, yeah.
I don't watch the news, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard it on the radio. They interviewed someone, and it was a man who had lost, I think, his sister and niece and like 3 people from his family, and 2 were in the hospital, and it was a couple of their homes, and it was just devastating.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was awful. So a lot of bad weather, like in Alabama and Georgia is getting a lot of bad weather right now, tornadoes and stuff like that. So
stay safe.
Yeah. Not good. So
okay, do we want to do finished objects?
sure.
Do you want to start sock queen?
the sock
sock queen over here. Okay, you guys start taking bets. Put comments below as to how many socks Elizabeth finished. Seriously.
I don't even think I brought them all, but I don't know what my deal is. So I had some leftover yarn. I was having trouble with my machine again, my circular sock machine, and so I just was going to use some scrap yarn I had. This is from Yarn Carnival.
Oh, she doesn't dye anymore, does she?
Right, I don't think so. It's called the Macaw colorway. And I just made a little pair of shorties. That's all the yarn I had. So I just did the roll top.
They match your nails.
They do. These are Color Street. They're kind of old. I need to redo them. But yes, I did them for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
I've got little clovers and glitter on them. But.
Oh, that's fun.
But they do. They match my nails, so they're now mine. No, I'm just kidding. Now let me run and go switch my nails so I can match the next pair of socks.
So, just those quick little shorty ones. These are Regia, and
Regia is a good workhorse
yarn. Yeah. I don't know what the
I love this.
is.
I'm gonna have to try this someday. This hung hem thing. I love it.
Oh, the color's Party 34554. So, yeah, and I did the hung hem. And
are you enjoying doing your whole sock?
Yeah, now this pair I was having trouble with my machine again, with the weights and stuff. So I did the toes by hand, but I did the.
But you did the heel on the machine.
The heel and the hem.
Oh, that's perfect.
the cuff, which is a hung hem cuff, by machine. Yeah. It's a learning curve, so I'm forcing myself to stick with it. It gets frustrating at times.
Of course,
but,
just like anything.
But yeah, once you get it, it's kind of fun.
Of course,
yeah, really cool. And then this was an old tube that I had cranked. It's Knit Picks Felici in color 43442.
That's my favorite.
And then I just had some leftover speckle yarn that I
think
used.
it's called Test Pattern.
Oh.
Or 43442, whichever one. I have it all.
My brain is stuck in math mode. I've been working a lot this week.
We're a little goofy today.
Anyway, striped socks, and I just put a speckle.
I love the speckle
by hand.
I love the speckle.
So those are kind of fun.
This is fun. Very nice. Very, very nice.
And then this is a new kind of collaboration, a new idea that Allie from Savvy Skeins, who was on our last podcast, if you didn't watch that episode, episode 11, she was a guest on that one. And she had me crank some tubes for her, and then she dyed the tubes, and then gave me a mini, and actually you guys have some too.
We
gave us a mini to add, and she's going to be selling pre-dyed sock tubes, so you know what your sock is going to look like, and then you get to pick your choice of mini. So it's a new product that she's coming out with, and this is a sample of that.
They look great.
To see the set. So, and you kind of get that tie-dye, almost like a tie-dyed effect. So interesting.
She did a great job.
Yeah. And out of that tube, I'll get 2 pair of socks. This was just half the tube for these. So
I'm doing the same thing.
Yep. And then I finished that shawl that I showed on a couple previous episodes, the layer cake shawl. I finished that. I don't have it with me because I gave it back to Allie, but for a sample.
Melissa can insert a picture.
Can insert a sample.
Well, Audrey. Thank you, Audrey.
So that's it. Those are my finished objects. That's all I have.
That's good. Yay.
How about you? This.
I have, of course, finished my May sweater, which I love.
Super cute.
I also finished the sockhead hat that I showed last episode, and Audrey will insert a picture. I made some socks for Antonio that Elizabeth cranked. This is
I thought it looked familiar.
So this is what I have left, and again, Audrey has a picture of the completed socks for Antonio. When we had our little Snowmageddon, Snowvid, whatever we had, around Valentine's Day last month, I had, Paige had like 12 pairs of hand knit socks. I had hand knit socks and everything. And I noticed that Antonio was wearing some of his mom's hand knit socks. I said, have I not hand knit any socks for you? And he was like, no, Grandma. And I was like, I got Batman. Well, it's called the Wayne. This is Yarn Enabler. It's called the Wayne, but it's for Batman. So I did his, so there's a picture to insert. And then, I don't know if you can pick that up. I lowered it.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. You can pick it up by the top if it makes it easier. I finished my granito sweater.
That is
I put
so
it on
pretty.
the mannequin to show.
So you can see the pockets.
Yep, it's got pockets.
So cute.
The sleeves are a little snug on me, but I did not block it aggressively, so I think I'll block the sleeves out just a little bit.
And it's super
more,
wash, right? So it should stretch a bit.
It's a hedgehog. I don't know if it's superwash or not.
Oh, okay.
Hedgehog sock. I'd have to read the.
superwash.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I have to
So you
read the
probably get some
band.
stretch out of it.
Yeah. So, but I really love it. I tried it on.
Pretty.
And cute.
It's a nice weight too.
It is. I needed a little bit over 3 skeins. I think I did like the size large.
Okay.
And I needed just a touch over 3 skeins. So I have the 4 skein that I'm gonna make, of course, a pair of socks with. So yeah, to match. I would do a hat, but I'm not a big hat wearer, so
Yeah.
socks would be nice. So, and that's all. I have a hoe, the same Alley. I got the Boots and Spurs colorway. So this is my second half of the blank. This gold yellow here is just in between to hold in between the socks.
That's scrap yarn.
The scrap yarn, the waist yarn. But I'm not quite finished, so I still have a heel and a toe to do.
Super cute.
I know that should be under whips, but since Elizabeth had put hers up, I just thought I'd kind of show what it looks like in the making.
Yeah.
So this is the other. I'll get another pair out of this, and then this one. So I'll send it through with Ellie. So I think that's all my FOs.
I just got the color courage shawl, and I don't have it with me. I'll have Audrey insert a picture.
I'm putting Audrey to more and more work lately.
Yeah, she got it, and then she sent me with some goodies. So she sent me a Boots and Spurs blank like Carrie's, and she sent me with these 2 skeins to do a giveaway for you guys. So this is her Sensible sock. It's 420 yards, 100 grams, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. This one is Magnetism, and this one is Vintage Patina. So
Magnetism. Sorry.
Okay.
So magenta.
Well, it's purple.
Yeah, it does.
She's reading color, not words.
Sorry. Anywho, we have decided that if you guys comment below, tell us which skein you love and what you want to make out of it, we will randomly pick one of you guys, and then you get it. And then the other one will go with our cardigan along, which is currently going on right now, and that one ends at the end of May.
End of May.
Mm-hmm. So, comment below.
Perfect. Yes, comment below.
Which color do you love?
Magnetism.
Magentaism.
Magentaism.
Tell us how you would pronounce that word.
I don't know.
I think it's magnetism.
Shh.
And then
I like to make up my own words.
Vintage Patina.
Which is a really pretty neutral color.
It's very beautiful.
They're both really great colors.
And
she's really great yarn.
I might have stolen a skein of her barn owl. She let me steal it, but I did. This was one of her club colorways. I believe next month is a cardinal, which is equally as gorgeous.
Elizabeth might have the exact same skein in her stash enhancements.
I just may. Oh, stash enhancements. When we get there, you may want to get a drink. Just saying, and I won't hold it against you if it's something hard.
Yeah. Go make some popcorn. I'm not sure. Popcorn and whiskey. They always go together.
Yarn diet has been broken.
She went over the edge.
What diet?
I was bad as well. So.
Oh my gosh.
I have 2 things. That's it.
Good. All right. Is that it on finished objects?
Yes.
Any whips you're working on?
We took a little trip to Florida.
Yes.
Nice. My kids have never flown before, so we thought it would be good experience for them to fly.
Did they love it?
I mean, Audrey came off the plane and she said her ears were all messed up.
Flying messes up my ears too, Audrey.
How was it getting through security and the COVID, all that? Was it, do you feel like it was handled safely and correctly?
I feel like they did handle everything as safe as they possibly could.
Good.
We did have a very full plane both ways. Everybody seemed to have kept their masks on.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Orlando. We hit 3 parks. We went to Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Universal.
Yay!
And they were very, very strict on the masks rule. They're like, you have to cover up your whole face. No eating or drinking in line because we want you to keep your mask on. They had, I believe they were at 30%, 35% capacity. What else? They had like little spots taped. So you can see, like any store you go to, they have, those little spots where you stand to like distance yourself. They had that going on throughout all the parks.
Okay.
I like those. I have to be told exactly where to go. That's just me. I
don't want to guess. Stand on the dot.
Yep. There was no character pictures or anything. Everybody was. A lot of the play center areas were all shut down. Not all of the rides you could go on.
Okay.
So it was exhausting. We probably walked about 27 miles the whole week.
Oh my gosh.
So it was.
Wow, that's a lot of walking.
Did you have good weather?
It was in the 80s and 90s the first half, and then all of a sudden a cold front went through, and that was the day we went to Clearwater Beach, and it was freezing. It was,
wow.
The wind, it was super windy. It was gorgeous.
And usually it's always windier at a beach anyway, so for the cold front to have come in and then the additional wind at the beach, I bet it was like double whammy.
Yes, it was chilly. And then we took a dolphin watching boat tour ride. We saw a couple of dolphins.
That's so cool.
Fun. So, yeah, it was a great trip, but definitely exhausting. My mom and I they came with us, my parents, they got their first shots, COVID shots. And they came with us. They drove before us. So we could like pack their car with snacks and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
And then they took home all the things that we bought, so we didn't have to try to pack
it all on the flight. That's great.
And then we used their timeshare, so it was we had nice apartment type staying situations where we each kind of had our own room. We had our own little kitchens. We could do laundry. Nice. It was very nice.
That's really nice.
That is nice. That is nice.
It was good.
Sounds like you had it all planned out perfectly. Way to go, Mom and Dad.
Yes. And then I wanted something to knit on while we were waiting in lines, because some of them were over an hour long to get through.
Wow.
So I started this before we left, and I did the increasing part, and then the majority of this I knit in lines. I believe I got up to here.
You didn't have any trouble getting needles through the line? Because I know Natalie from Knitting Natty has had issues in the past getting into Disney. I think she figured out a way to kind of hide them in like a needle protector case, and then in her bag, and then they didn't question it. But
I've done that at jury duty, maybe.
I've done that on an airplane before.
This is Turtle Pearl yarns in the grayscale colorway. And they come in 2 different skeins, so you get like the exact matching socks. And we were flying out, and I didn't want to worry about where to put the extra yarn or anything, so I just started the second skein right here. And I hope that it'll just be inside the hat. So we'll see. This is the... No, I can't think of it. It's
Musselburgh.
the one... Yes. That Crazy Sock Lady was started.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been great. I think I'm at the point where I start decreasing on it.
So it's the one where you fold it into itself.
It'll be, so it's double layered of finger weight. It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome.
And I kind of want to start another one.
Well, it's like a good mindless
knit,
right?
It was perfect.
In the round.
And it looks perfect also for self-striping yarn.
Yeah. So I've been enjoying this a lot. And then I also brought this project with me. And our where we stayed had screened-in porches. It was very nice, so I would sit out and knit.
Sounds nice.
This is for our cardigan get along. This is the Leadberg cardigan by Susanna I.C.
You're a little bit farther than I am.
A little bit.
I haven't cast on. I'm procrastinating.
Okay. It's got dog hair and cat hair all over it.
We're an animal-friendly podcast.
Yes.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I did try this on, and it fits very well. I am on the last chart.
What size are you making?
The 47.
Okay.
And I think I'm making one smaller. I'm really starting to worry
And
because
this is
I'm
where I left off.
bigger than Melissa. And
No,
you're
you're not. So where the stitch marker is where I was last time we podcast.
Wow, you are amazing.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
You're going to have that done in no time.
No kidding.
Well, I have till
You
the
know
end of
what?
May, so I'm trying to get it done.
I made a spreadsheet. I can tell you exactly what percentage done you are.
Awesome.
I do stuff like that.
She can even tell you how many stitches you have on there.
I
right now.
am rotating my skeins just to make sure I don't have any
Good.
sudden stops or starts or anything. And then I've been
You're
using
so good.
a cable needle or a double pointed needle as my cable needle.
Oh, nice.
And then at one point I couldn't find where it was on our trip, so I had to use like a little tiny darning needle, and I'm like, this sucks.
Oh, I've done that before. I've used a darning needle as a cable needle before. It does suck.
It's not fun.
Because it's so much smaller than your needle, you're afraid it's like just going to come out. It's just going to fall and come out.
And then I had washi tape, a little piece of washi tape telling me where I was. But towards the end of the week, it wouldn't stick, and I'm like, dang it! Like I'm sitting there on the plane. So yeah, first world knitting problem.
There you go. There you go.
No darning needle or washi tape.
It looks amazing. It really does.
Thank you.
You've gotten so much done.
That color is so pretty.
Yes, Carrie, I will definitely continue to shop your stash.
Should I have for my stash? Come Carrie's yarn store over here.
Yep.
It's like leaning. The containers are leaning.
I'm going to be buried in yarn if it collapses.
It won't. It's going to lean the other way.
I'll have to knit my way out.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been primarily working on.
You've gotten a lot done.
You have. I'm going to show mine.
Great.
I have not worked on it that much. I've been working on, the things that I finished, the granito and the May and the socks and the hat and all that other stuff, but I do have mine.
Oh, that's pretty too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
You're
I'm
making good progress.
on the second chart. I think you have to do four
Yes.
repeats, and I'm on
And
this.
then like 4 rows after that.
I'm on the second of 4 repeats. So
That's nice.
When I tried mine on after the second repeat, and it hit me like on the waist.
really,
Right here.
I need to try mine on. I'll probably try it on later today.
But I don't know. I never really paid attention to my gauge lengthwise.
So
Your row gauge.
Yeah, my row gauge.
So I believe I'm right around 27, maybe 28%, because I really did do a spreadsheet. So if you're on the 4th repeat, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're around 45, 46%. Somewhere this is the 4th repeat right here. So somewhere in the 40 to 47%.
Awesome.
Okay, and if I'm
I believe you're at the cast on is at 0.07. What you actually cast on?
Thanks for clarifying.
I know you're confused.
I was worried about that.
My other whip that I have, I already showed you the socks that I was still kind of whipping on, is this Winterberry shawl. This was a cowl for Knit Pro needles that I started a while back, and there were a bunch of problems with the pattern, and I was like, this thing has to go in timeout for a while. I'm just not having it. My friend in Canada, Paulette, she made it too, and I think she ended up, once she got to the last lace section, I think she frogged it no less than 7 times. So,
oh my goodness.
yeah, so the cowl is about to end, so I told myself you either need to finish it or you need to frog it. So it kind of does like a garter and then a lace and then a garter
really
and then a lace. And then this last section is supposed to be another lace, which is different than this lace.
Oh.
But that's the section that had some issues. So I'm doing the same thing Paulette did, and I'm just doing another garter. So it just kind of follows, and I'll end on a garter, and I have about 40 grams left, and I'm just going to keep weighing it as I get to the last few rows, and then bind off. and it'll be done.
Yay.
Cute.
So that's it. That's my whips.
Cute. Well, the only thing I've been working on, once I finish the
Not
layer,
a cardigan.
it's not my cardigan.
Not a cardigan.
That yarn is sitting in a bag and it's just staring at me every night, and I'm like, not tonight. Just not tonight. I don't know what it is. Maybe because there's no color to the yarn, and I'm just like, it's just not motivating me. But I'll get to it.
She will.
So anyway, I picked
She'll
up
probably
my
finish before Melissa and I.
Yep.
I picked up my shawl, my dotted erase shawl that I had started several months ago.
It's
And
beautiful.
it's in Madtosh Light. The first colorway is Copper Pink, and the second one is called Subtle Flame. And then the third color that will be added on is Whiskey Barrel, and it's this color.
Oh,
And they all
gonna
have
look
the
so great.
copper, like
Yeah, they've got
copper
Stellina.
sparkle stellina
Do you see
running
that?
through it. So it's really sparkly. So I like it. I think it's going to be really pretty.
It is. It's gorgeous.
I'll wear it a lot, I'm sure. So I've been working on that. I've had I had my second dose of the Pfizer vaccine a little over 3 weeks ago, and I've been having some delayed reaction to it, some joint pain. So I'm trying not to knit too much and kind of vary what I'm doing. But I've been having shoulder pain and back pain and wrist pain. So anyway,
I hope that goes away.
yeah, we'll see. It's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I forgot to show in the finished objects is I took a class through the Hill Country Weavers retreat this year. It was a mini class. They're doing it all virtually. And there was a class on making tassels. So I made this little tassel, three-tiered
It's
tassel.
super
It's
cute.
really cute.
So you use a wooden bead in here, and I actually need just a slightly bigger wooden bead, but it worked out. So that was a lot of fun to make. I have some scraps of yarn, then I'm going to make some other ones. They're just fun to put on your bag. So
Very cute.
that's
Super
pretty
cute.
much just all that I've been working on. I have some other socks that I didn't bother to bring, but that's
Do
it.
you want to start the stash enhancement parade?
You should show that.
Well, okay, before we get into stash enhancement. So I do have another finished object, which you may have seen on Instagram. We posted this. So I made a bag
And this could be yours.
for the giveaway for the cow, for the cardigan.
This could be yours. If the price is right. No.
Not mine.
So just get your project entered on Ravelry.
Yes.
It can be whipped.
Yeah, it can be whips, anything through the
Cardigan.
NMA. Cardigan. Did we say we were going to open to any sweaters or just a cardigan?
I'm game for anything. It's
We're not really sticklers
Nobody's
on rules, so.
nobody's gonna
have a sweater, put it in there.
There's
you're
no cow
eligible.
police here. There's no cow police. Look, she's got like this little stamp here. Isn't it cute? Look, this matches my nails too, so I get to take this also.
Yeah, so I had painted the I had used a real leaf actually and painted stamped the leaf print with paint on this fabric probably a year or two,
It's
maybe
very
2 years ago.
intricate. It's
and
very
saved
nice
it.
and intricate.
I always knew I wanted it to be on a bag in some fashion, and so I don't know. I just worked on that, and it kind of all came together. But hopefully you guys like it.
So do better than Elizabeth and cast
Yes.
on.
It'll hold a sweater easily. It holds quite a bit. It's a good size.
It's
so.
beautiful. It's a very nice bag. Very nice bag.
Or if you're from Minnesota, bag.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, so the first breach of my yarn diet. Get your drink. First breach of my yarn diet was I was at Yarnivore, and a yarn store here in San Antonio, and I saw this Madtosh in the Farm Twist base in the color Manatee, which is like a taupey color with green flecks in it.
Again, matches my nail polish.
Theme going on here.
I've never used that yarn before. What weight is it?
It's really nice. It's
DK.
a DK.
I've used it in a hat. It's very
really
nice.
light. Is that DK or is that worsted?
I think
worsted.
I think
225.
It might be.
It might be worsted. I'm not sure.
You
Or
have
a
to
light
check
a light worsted to heavy
what
DK.
what it says in.
And then this color is
Ravelry.
jade. So I bought sweater quantity of the manatee colorway, and then I want to do just like a basic V-neck raglan, and then trim it with the green.
Ooh.
So I just got one of the green. So that's going to be something to do for fall.
I kind of started thinking about projects and when they get done. So I thought maybe this time around I would try knitting opposite season.
Yeah.
So that it gets done, then I can wear it for the full season.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then I get some more Zorn Junction yarn, which is a dyer in Zorn, Texas. This color is Vintage Pinwheel, and it's a sparkly base.
That doesn't match your nails.
It doesn't. I don't get to keep this one.
And this one is called Vintage Ruby, and it's a really deep, dark red, cranberry red with a lot of, the sparkle really shows up on that.
It's very nice.
So those will be socks. I love sparkly socks. I've decided. And then, from the Hill Country Weaver Retreat, I got this ND Yarn Company, and it's the ND Yak Fingering Base. And this color was one that was done for the retreat. It's called Lakefront. It's a fingering weight, obviously. Really pretty.
It's a 65 2015, which is superwash merino, silk, and yak.
It's really nice.
3-ply.
Depth of color on it is really great because of the yak. It's like a bluey green, greeny blue.
It's very pretty.
It's got a lot of depth.
And did you just get one skein, or?
I just got one skein of that. And then this is from Chasing Rabbits Fiber Company, also another Texas dyer, from the Hill Country Retreat. And this is her Zephyr base, which is 75 brushed Siri alpaca and 25% silk. And it's a lace weight, and it's in the colorway Blue Treehouse.
Was that a retreat color?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's exclusive, but she did it for the retreat, but I don't know if it's considered exclusive or not. But it's like an aqua and green. It's really pretty.
It's very nice.
They had kind of a theme going. They gave a
too.
mood board to the dyers, and so they came up with some pretty interesting colors. And then this is from Suburban Stitcher, from Diane, who also participated in the retreat. And this is her Hill Country colorway on sock. And it's like a grayish, real pale grayish beige with greens and turquoise.
Carrie, you're getting a lot of yarn today.
Look at how much.
I got 2 skeins of that.
I'm going to change my nails so I have like a different color on every nail. Then they'll all match my nails.
And then I got from Amanda Hope Yarn in her Aussie Extra Fine, which is a fingering weight 4-ply extra fine merino wool. It's really soft in the Pebbles colorway. I got 2 skeins of this, and this is actually I do have a plan for this though. I'm going to do that T-shirt from the self-striping yarn book.
Yes.
What was that book called?
Sock arms, something?
No,
the book Telly Belly.
Oh,
Telly Bean yarn.
Telly Bean.
Yeah.
Telly Belly. I'm thinking of the show.
Teletubbies.
That's what I was thinking of. I don't even have kids.
So how do you know about the show?
Telly Bean. That T-shirt that you and your mom were going to do,
yes.
where you use the self-striping along the top and then the solid on the bottom. So that gray is going to be on the bottom.
Nice.
And then I got some Lobby Anime.
She's going to make it for her Teletubby kids.
This is the color Winterfell in the Merino Sport, which is a really deep blue. It's really pretty.
It is.
That's ugly. You should give it to me.
Yes.
Does it match your nails?
No, I don't have any nail polish on.
Oh, this is never ending. I'm sorry.
You fell off that diet.
We haven't even made a dent in the bag. I'm
Okay,
just
now
letting y'all
this
know.
I can justify because this is Lobby Anime in the BFL Tough Sock, and it is Peche Mignon. Peach Mignon. And I had 2 skeins of this from a previous year that I bought that I never would knit with. Well, I've never knit with this. hardly ever knit with this yarn because I just save it for something good. I don't know what my deal is. So anyway, I thought, okay, if I get a third skein, then I can use it for a sweater. And so it will become a sweater of some sort. I'm just not sure what sweater.
Have you ever found buying them
Maybe
at separate points in time that they're off?
Yeah, but I figure if I alternate skeins,
You'll be fine.
yeah, and her colorways are pretty consistent. And actually, I don't know if that was for my stash or one of the new ones because I pulled them all out. That's how close they were.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
The granita sweater would be fine.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. And then I got the same colorway in her mohair silk base, which is, this has a huge 50 grams, has 547 yards.
Wow.
A lot of yardage on that.
I was about to say you could have used the 2 skeins that you had with one of these
could've.
and made an Elton.
I know, but I already have an alternate, I think.
Just saying.
I'm so far behind on sweatering. Oh, Lord. But I got 2 skeins of that. So who knows?
This is beautiful. I love this.
I'm getting to the bottom, getting to the bottom.
She is not.
And then before the retreat started, I went to Hill Country Weavers. And I found this
She has a parking space out front.
Farmer's
I'm
Daughter
pretty
Fibers.
sure.
This is what happens when you're in sales and you're out and about all the time and you have like
And you have to go to the
minutes
bathroom.
Go to the yarn
You
store.
just need stitch markers or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is her Farmer's Daughter Fibers in the Odang colorway, which is Surrey alpaca and silk in the color Prairie Smoke. And I want to put this in a cowl, I think, with...
It's beautiful.
I have this other color in my head that I want to pair it with that's like a bright, almost orange, but more of a coral color. Kind of some of the tones in yours that I think I want to try to find. I don't know. We'll see.
This matches my sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was on the internet. Told you this is horrible. Never again will I go on a yarn dive
Because
the
when you
fall off,
the fall off is just like
terrible.
just diving in.
It's
yeah.
like I went down the Grand Canyon and just went belly flop to a pile of yarn. So, if I say I'm going on a yarn diet, please tell me no. Just keep things in moderation.
Yes.
Because I seem like this. So, anyway, this is Speckled Finch Studios dyer out of California. That
Beautiful.
I've always admired her yarn. Had never purchased any, so I bought some online a couple weeks ago. This is the Hardy Sock base in Twilight Forest. Fuzz on it from the mohair.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, this does not match my nails.
It matches your
That's your
sweater.
sweater.
It does match my sweater. I get to keep it anyway.
Same base. This is called I Drink and I Know Things, which I think is from
That's kind of
that
a cool
series.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
I feel like Vanna
I
today.
know. And this color is called I Smell Snow, and it's like a light
I love this color.
light lavendery with blue.
Love this speckle.
Speckles, real pretty.
This would be so pretty in socks.
Yeah, I think it is going to be socks. I had planned for that.
For next week.
Yes,
For the
at
next
the rate,
podcast, I
at
shall
the rate
have
she's
socks.
going.
And then this is her Cushy Merino, which is pure merino. It doesn't have any poly in it or nylon in it, and it's in the colorway Cinnamon Stick.
Ooh.
This is a nice color.
And I swear I'm almost done. I have only 4 more.
Only 4 more.
Only
We're
4
getting
more.
there.
Count
We're getting
down.
there. We're
Finish
getting
that drink and popcorn.
We're done there. If you need a bathroom break, go ahead.
There is no intermission here. No, just kidding.
So another dyer I've always wanted to get yarn from was Barnyard Knits. So I purchased some on, I caught one of her updates and purchased some. And this is her sock fingering base, 75-25 in the colorway Birch.
This is very
Which
pretty.
is also going to be socks, I think.
Very, very pretty.
Also done next week.
Well, that
So,
probably
yes.
I don't know. Or I might be making a sweater. I don't know. I can't decide. Because I get all these fades. Like I start pulling stuff out of my stash and I have all these cool fades that I can do. And I'm like, I don't know. And this color is Winter Wonderland.
I love these little specks and pops of like burnt orange and red.
Her
And
speckling is really delicate.
it is.
I think
I
it's really
really,
pretty.
really like it.
And then this color is called Baby Bunny, and it's really pretty.
It is.
Like a beigey, like a grayish with some magenta
Pinks
and
and browns. And
so pretty.
just for Easter, you'll have socks for
Yeah.
Easter. Baby Bunny.
I can't believe Easter's next week.
I know.
Wow.
And the last one is called Sweet Juliet, which is, I think, what started me on her website. I kept looking at that on Instagram. I was like, I have to have that. So I'm going to blame my binge on that colorway.
Sweet Juliet. What did Juliet ever do to you?
I don't know.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'm done. Woo! Sorry about that.
Your credit card okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Debit card, whatever.
It's good.
It didn't melt. It's not
It's
smoking.
good.
No fraud on your
Thank God
account.
I got my bonus from work.
I only have two things for stash enhancement. So last week when we podcasted, somebody told Allie that I'm a huge Boots and Spurs fan. So when she brought those two skeins that we showed last episode, she did not go home with those two skeins of yarn. I did. So these are the same two we showed last week. Boots and Spurs from Savvy Skeins. And then Ho-Hee had an update.
So pretty.
And this was on her seconds. So if you look real hard, you can see why it's a second. It's got a tiny, tiny little cut, tiny little tear. But if you leave it alone, you won't see it.
Yeah.
But
And it's on the back too.
it is on the back, so I love it.
Yeah.
I loved this 3-color as soon as she came out with it, and then when I saw it on the seconds, I thought,
It's a really pretty.
I just have to have it. So those are my only. See how fast that was, Elizabeth? Did you see?
I know.
She's
putting me in a hall of shame.
That's it.
Okay, Melissa.
Okay. We went and
Come
She went on
Dark
visited.
side.
vacation. Vacation yarn doesn't count.
It doesn't. We went to a shop called Four Pearls, and they have a dyer there called Emma's Yarn. So I might have gotten a sweater's quantity
Might have. She might have.
of her DK weight to make a Ho-Hee sweater, and I completely forgot what it was.
It's
it had
the
white
cardigan.
stri- It wasn't a cardigan. It has
Oh, that's right.
white stripes, and then it
I
has
can't think of
little
what
lace
it's called
panels. It starts with an R. We're professionals.
I can't think of what it's called either.
So, I don't know why I just really love this Aloha colorway.
That's kind of color.
And I think because Ho-Hee posted another picture that she was making a cardigan with the
She is a
same
long
Mhm.
summer cardi.
colors.
Mm-hmm.
Close colors.
So, and then this one is March's colorway of the month. So that will be my sweater.
So pretty. That's a lot of color for you.
Yeah.
It is. I love it.
I hope I did okay. I thought about getting just a plain white, but I'm like,
Nope, I love
no,
it.
I
I
love
love
the
it with the
speckle.
speckle.
Yeah.
yes.
It's fabulous.
So, and then my mom, she purchased.
First you have to show the bag.
They had a
Cutest
bunch of
bag.
these. I think they're doing trunk shoes.
A tinty?
Mm-hmm.
A tinty. Look at how cute that is. I wish you guys could have feel YouTube because this suede
vision.
is so soft.
It has really nice pockets on the
Wow,
inside as
they're so
well.
cute.
There might be yarn in there. Feels so good.
Mhm.
Wish it
Very
matched my
nice.
nails.
Oh no! And then she got 4 skeins. And this one is a fingerweight base
Malibu.
in Malibu. So she's gonna make like a little t-shirt top out of that.
Oh, good.
And then she also got a little bead lotion bar. So we supported the income.
Looks cute.
Mm-hmm. So I went and stopped by her house and stole it really quick.
Did a show.
They were super nice. We called them and said we were running late. It took us about an hour to get there. And then I'm like, is it okay if we come and shop? And they're like, sure, I work late anyways.
Oh, that was nice.
So it was kind of like private shopping time.
Wow.
That's very nice.
That's really
That's
nice.
kind of awesome.
And then if there wasn't a color, she's like, I'll call the dye studio and see if we can run across the street and get it for you. Like, they were super
That
awesome.
Oh
is
my goodness.
super awesome. Yeah.
If you are ever in that area, I definitely recommend going.
What's the name of the yarn shop?
4 Pearls.
And what city is it in?
It was outside of Orlando.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then also my Barnyard. So that's all. And then
Good.
Allie is actually a dealer of Chigu needles. So she snatched up these shorties.
I love mine.
So I'm
These
kind of
are-
excited. I haven't used them. I'm kind of excited.
Great
to...
for hats and sleeves.
Mhm.
They are. I use them for the sleeves on my granito. It's perfect.
Didn't it go a lot faster?
It did. It did go a lot faster.
So Carrie got me something too.
It was her birthday, and then I was gonna go to her party, and then it was canceled because of the bad weather. And then when she rescheduled it, I already had plans that day. And then the last time we podcasted Elizabeth's house, I forgot it and I didn't take it. So now that we're at my house, couldn't forget it. I've had it forever.
So
Cute one.
I'm just.
I got her a mug for Christmas, and her husband stole it because it matched the model home. So
My dad stole mine.
I'm pretty sure that Trevor is not going to steal this one. Pretty sure.
Oh!
This is my first potty mouth.
I love it.
So sorry.
Sorry if I've offended anybody.
But,
I can't bleep this out.
It happens.
We didn't say it out loud, but just don't look.
Love it.
I'm hoping Trevor doesn't steal it,
No, I hope not either.
which was my goal.
So funny.
But the mugs that I got for Christmas, they're pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, and my dad likes it because the size is
The size is
a
perfect.
little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a couple incidences with my dad. He always has his mug ready. He's the only one that drinks coffee in our house. So he has his mug ready under the coffee pot. So, and the little, it's a Keurig. He has the little K-cup in there. And then he just has to push it on in the morning.
Right.
Well, my mom puts his mug in the dishwasher, he doesn't, in the morning, look to see if the mug is there. He just goes and pushes and we'd have coffee.
Oh no.
So now he's like, well, if I can use that mug, then when she puts this one in the dishwasher, then I can put that one under there, and then I can keep
Switch 'em
rotating. So I'm like, all right, you can use it. So
It's pretty cool.
he enjoys it.
I
And
don't,
he likes you, so.
I don't blame your dad or Trevor for stealing the last mug, but I'm pretty sure Trevor's not going to steal this one.
He stole
so.
my one I got in Dallas that has Dobby on it, or it's a heavy mug, and it says, Master has knit Dobby a sock.
Oh, that's so
And
cute.
we did go to Harry Potter World when we were in Universal. It was very neat.
Was it?
And we got to try the butterbeer.
Oh,
It was
was
really
it good?
Yes. And then I bought those jelly beans of every flavor.
Oh,
And then a chocolate
Birdie
frog.
Bott's beans or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and some of
We
them
still
taste
have-
disgusting.
Yeah,
don't they?
there was like an egg tasting one, and
I don't think I could do
we
that.
have never.
Doesn't Dumbledore get like a earwax flavored one in the movie? I mean,
Oh.
I've only watched that movie 7 billion times.
I've only seen 2 of them.
I love them.
seen
I
the
can
whole
sit
thing.
and
I
really
want
good
to
too.
watch them. I
I can
haven't
sit
done it.
and I have them all on my Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I've purchased them all, and I can sit and binge watch them from one all the way to the
Really?
end.
The
It
books
takes
are
more
really
than a
good.
day. I mean, they're long. They're long
Yeah.
movies. And, you know, some people just don't get into them. I've known people who have said, okay, I'm finally going to do it. And then they're like out by movie 3. And I'm like, it really does get, I mean, it really, but I love them.
Mhm.
I think I saw the first 2. I saw them in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
And then I missed the third one, and so then I just never
Never caught back
caught
up.
back up.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
but
love
I
them.
do want to. I enjoyed the first 2, so I
Mhm.
probably like the whole series.
Anything else you guys are watching lately? No.
I haven't
Nothing?
been watching much TV at all.
I have been watching Life Below Zero. I felt like I lived my own episode during Snowmageddon or Snowvid or whatever, but I was like, yeah, I'm tapping out of Alaska at this point in time. And then they have the Life Below Zero Next Generation, but I've watched them all. I think I've watched like 15 episodes of 15 seasons of Life Below Zero, and then there's 2 seasons of Life Below Zero Next Generation. So that's what I've been watching.
Okay. We started the new, on Disney Plus, they came out with a new superhero type show.
Oh.
You know how they kind of had WandaVision, which that was very good. And then now they're doing one with the Winter Soldier in kind of a Captain America type spin-off, but I don't want to say anything. We're in like episode 2.
Yeah, I can't say anything because those are some diehard movie watchers with those, you know,
it's been pretty
superheroes.
Good.
Paige has Disney Plus. I use her Disney Plus, and it has the National Geographic, which is how I watched the Life Below Zero.
I'll have to check that
So
out.
Disney has the National Geographic, and then she's got that ESPN Plus and Hulu. It's like a package deal.
I read a book, so I finally read that book. Darlene from Bags by Awesome Granny recommended, the Beneath the Scarlet Sky by Mark Sullivan. Oh, it was so good.
She says it's an amazing. I've
It
never read it.
was.
I'm a listener, but
I read it. I couldn't put it down. It was that good.
Did I read
It
that
was
one?
really good.
I think you
you
did.
bought it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
were going to read it.
I probably did. That one.
I think
Was
you
it
liked
about the during the war in
Yeah,
Italy?
did he climb the mountain?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
I did. That was good.
Very,
I like that
very
one.
good. And it was based on a true story.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was good.
Really a good book.
I'm reading
Highly
the.
recommend it.
Yeah, that was good.
But I did get the Crawdad Sings based on y'all's recommendation. I have it out in the living room.
I'm just getting ready to start that.
Yeah,
That's
I
going
have
to
it
be
in
my
the living
next book.
room.
I'm trying to force myself
My
to read
mom
more.
said that getting into it was a little rough.
That's what my mom said.
She
That's
said,
so
and
funny.
so she actually the book in the living room is my mother's, and she said you can see where there's like this one mark at a certain page because I sat there for forever, and then if you can just get past that part, then you're gonna be good.
Yeah, my mom said, because a friend recommended it to her, and she's like, I don't know why he liked this book so much. She's like, I just can't get into it. And the next thing you know, she's like, oh my God, this book is so good.
Yeah, my niece told my mother to watch it, to read it, and my niece said, "Oh, how are you doing in the book?" She goes, I can't get into it. Yeah. And my niece said, just get past that certain point, and then you'll be gravy. And so my mom trudged forward, and now she says it was a great book. So she gave it to me to read.
I started reading The Greatest Beer Run Ever by let's try to make this bigger. This was recommended to me by someone in our neighborhood book club, and it's interesting because it's a true story about kind of Vietnam times, and this guy had his sailor's license, so he was the only one who could go over, and he's as a civilian.
Oh.
And all the guys wanted to support those people in Vietnam and tell them that we're rooting for you still, so he brought beer with him.
Oh, wow.
And it's about how all the
neat.
harrowing things, and it's a true story as well, so it was kind of interesting. I feel like wartime stories.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet. I'm about halfway through it, but it's been good.
Oh, that's good. Interesting.
Did you want to do the tips, the stitch
marker I forgot all the tips. Yeah, so I just had, because I was knitting on this big shawl, and every section, it gives you the stitch count where you need to be. So I would recount all the stitches, and then I'm like, okay, I'm only increasing or decreasing on one end. So a tip is to put a stitch marker in an area where you're,
not doing
the increasing or decreasing. And you can either do like 50 stitches in between the stitch markers or 100. Just make sure you know what you're doing. I usually do 100 if I can. And then you don't have to recount those each time. So then you're only counting at each end. To get.
That's a great tip.
Just a little tip on that when you have a lot of stitches on the needles.
Yeah. I should do that with my Winterberry because I'm doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So. And then you had a hair clip tip. I have no tips. I'm just full of tricks over here. So
I saw this on the Knit Stars Facebook group, and they have these little alligator hair ties.
Those hair clips.
Clips.
You know, like a lot of times hairdressers will use those.
I
or
now to keep my bangs.
My daughter even uses that as a barber. There's some men that have longer hair.
And they clip the little.
They clip the
smocks,
cape.
Yeah.
So she said that they're great for holding fabrics when you're trying to join the hems together when sewing them up. or in Tarja when you have all those little butterflies of all your ends. Just clip it in there and keep your ends all organized. And then also for your tail.
So you put it on your tail so you don't knit with your tail.
Knit with your tail.
I've done it before.
I've knit with
all done that, right?
I've done it multiple times.
Yeah, it's like, what? Why did I do that?
Multiple times. Those are great tips.
I also used...
And they work great in your hair.
Yeah. Similarly, I used the little clips that they sell for quilting to hold layers of quilts together. I've used those on that layer cake shawl that I just finished for Savvy Skeins. You had to put the two layers, I knitted the two separate sections, the magenta and then the dark colored. And then, you put them together and you crochet it together. And so, to make sure I was doing it evenly, I blocked them both. And then when I laid them out, I clipped it together with those little clips. So, a very similar thing. You could use those.
Sure. Yes.
But, it really helped. I got a really nice, clean, finished edge on it.
That's perfect.
So, it's a good one.
I think that's all we have.
I think that's all,
We're at about an hour, so...
All
Thanks
right.
for spending this time with us. I hope you enjoyed your popcorn and beverage during our stash enhancement section of this podcast for your entertainment.
Next time I won't have as much, although I do have 2 more shipments coming in the mail, I think. But that's small way, so won't make much.
I'm sure it'll be.
I'm
sure she'll catch up.
Let Carrie know what color nail polish to
wear.
let
me know what color nail polish to wear. Actually, next time I should have pink on because I have these little.
Be good.
Yeah, these will be like the color street. I think I have like little bunnies and like striped eggs. So hopefully that'll be next time.
It'll work.
Yay! So I'll get to take all the yarn home. Yay!
Where are we gonna put it?
I'll find a spot.
I cleared out a little bit for you the other day.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So, all right. You guys have a good one.
Happy knitting.
Yes, happy knitting and happy Easter.
And happy Easter. Yeah. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.